Yo, what's up, guys? Santa100 here, and today I'm going to be telling you guys about how I almost took my brother's eye out. Hope you enjoy. So let's get to the story, guys. So I live in Newfoundland, and there's not much here to do in the summertime. So what happens is a lot of families go and buy trailers and cabins to just relax and hang out, in the summertime. So my parents have been going to this trailer park for 21 years now, and what happens is all of us, all my family, me and my older brothers would go down there like every weekend, and we would just hang out with each other, hang out with the neighbors and stuff. So one week, and when I was 6 years old, all of us went down, and we had these neighbors that were actually like good friends with my parents, and they just recently got there. So what we were gonna do is we're gonna have a campfire with each other. So we were gonna just have it just sit next to go to one of their trailers, and one of us would have a campfire. So we went to their trailer, and they have two kids. So one kid was a year older than me, and another kid was a year younger than my older brother, who was 14 at the time. So I'm 6, and so he's 7, and my brother's 14 at the time. So that means he was 13, their son. So what happened was we were having a campfire, and my grandmother was with us also, and she realized that we didn't have any forks or anything for the campfire, so we could roast any marshmallows and sausages and stuff like that. So she sent me down to her trailer, was up the road from our neighbor's trailer. So she gave me the keys, and she sent me up the road to go get these forks, I guess you can call them, for the roasting marshmallows. So anyways, she sent me over, and a 6-year-old by himself in the dark at nighttime, this is like 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock, I don't know, it was really dark at the time, and by myself up the road and nobody nearby. So yeah, I guess you get the point. So I walked up, and I opened the trailer up, and there's a little side department on the side. So I opened it with the key, and I reached in and I got the forks, which was for the fire. So I took it out, and I had one in my hand, and there was like 4 or 5, like all packed up in my arm, like on my arm. So I was carrying it. But the thing is, the reason why I had only one in one of my hands is because I'm 6 and I'm scared of everything. So if anything pops out, I know I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hurt it. So what happens is my brothers and the neighbors' kids decided to pull a prank on me and scare the living hell out of me, right? So what happens is they all sneak up behind the trailer when I walked up to get the forks, and when I got the forks and I had one in my hand, I started walking back towards our neighbor's trailer, and what happened was my brothers and their kids would make these noises, and I didn't know they were there, but they were making these like really creepy noises, like a monster noise, I don't know, and they were doing it from the distance. So I would look over and they would hide, and then I stopped looking, and then they would do it again, and then they did that for, I don't know, a minute, and then I kept on walking, and then at one point they did a really, really creepy noise. So what I did is I just stopped right there, and I dropped the forks, okay? And I still have this one fork, though, in my right hand. I have it, my hand is so tight on the grip of the fork, because I'm scared of my life, okay? So what happens is they make a noise. Well, no, they tell my brother to go one way, and then 3 of them will go the other way. This distract me, right? So 3 of them went one way, and my brother went the other way. And what they did is the 3 of them made these really weird noises from one direction, and my brother came behind me really, really quietly, tapped me on the back, and said, "You're dead," or something like that. I don't know what he said, but he said something really scary, and as soon as he touched me and said that, I turned around with the fork. Just remember, I still had the fork in my hand, and I'm 6 years old, and I thought he was a monster, so I'm gonna hurt this thing. And I turn around, and I just flick it at him. And what happens? The fork hits him right underneath the eye. So, as a kid, you realize that like you just did something bad. So I ran for my life because I was afraid that my brother was gonna like get really mad at me or beat me up or anything. Because like what was he gonna do? Like if you just got hurt by your younger brother, what are you gonna do about it? Like you can't just say you're not gonna do anything about it. So I hit him, and then I looked at him for a second, and he was just there in shock, like covering his eye, because like I just hit him with this fork, and I almost took his eye out. So I ran away, and I had an idea that I was gonna run into the neighbor's trailer without them knowing anything, and I was just gonna lie down underneath their bed, and everything would be fine. And like Jordan wouldn't tell anybody. I thought it was gonna happen, but guess what? He told him, and stuff happened. So I ran towards their trailer, and I ran inside without them asking any questions or anything. And I went inside their bedroom, and I hid underneath the couch. And I remember after, I don't know, 10 minutes of me hiding underneath the couch, I came out because nobody called for me or anything. And I looked at the window, and then there was Jordan walking towards my parents and my neighbors with his eye covered up. A little bit of blood, not that much. It was all covered up, and yeah, it's a frightening moment for me because like I'm like, oh my god, am I gonna be killed right now? Am I gonna be sent to reform school? Am I gonna be just disowned by my family? And I'm just having a panic attack. I'm freaking the hell out. I don't know what to do. I'm by myself. I'm like right next to this bed. And anyways, what happened was I hit my brother right underneath the eye, and it wasn't in the eye, so he didn't like get affected by it. It was just like a little cut, and he was bleeding a little bit. But after all that happening, everything was fine. Not like he didn't get mad at me. He was a bit upset, but he didn't get that mad. And yeah, so that's the story about how I almost took my older brother's eye out. If you guys did like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, like the video, and if you want more of these videos, comment down below, because it really, really lets me know if you guys actually want it.